Alright, welcome back to my channel. If I look kind of the same here, I'm filming a couple videos today. I just wanted to get something else done really quickly before I have to jump off and be somewhere else. I wanted to show you how I apply water slide and how I'm going to apply them to plastic tonight. So I have a couple of tumblers, little coffee cups rather, that I got from Dollar Tree. My kids and I experimented probably maybe about a month or so ago on how to get the original writing off. So that'll be something I can show you later. That was fun. It was kind of like a fun little science experiment. But I'm going to show you how we get the water slide on now that we're done. Okay, so I have my camera turned around and I just want to show you water slide is really easy. So this is an image that probably got from the internet. I have a couple of images here. You can pretty much Google print anything. You do not have to have a Cricut, Design Space, Silhouette. You don't need any of that to do water slide. If you can Google an image, you can send it to Word or just even print straight from the image. That's all you need to do. I use Sunny Copa water slide and I don't have it here to show you, but that is the brand that I use, SUNNYCOPA, and you can find it on Amazon. I got about 28.5 by 11 sheets for I think about $18, and these things go a long way. I printed multiple sheets of different images that I typically just spray at one time, kind of like batch water slide prepping. And so these are some of the remaining images that I had that I just wanted to try. So I'm going to show you how it goes. When I did my image, sometimes I like to reverse it because I feel like it makes it so much easier when you go to do your water slide. Some of the images you'll realize it doesn't matter which way you flip them, but obviously if it has writing, it will matter. I definitely prefer mirroring my image or flipping my image before I apply it because I think it makes it so much easier. But if you get a good adhesive coating on it, you really don't need to do all that. Now this will sit for a while, and I'm just going to flip it over just so you can see how it soaks through the back. When it starts to get wet, you don't really have to touch it and move it as much as I'm doing now, because you'll see it start to separate on its own, and you can see here that it's already lifting up on its own. So it's already saturated enough that I can wet my cup, and wetting your cup is so important. Wetting your cup helps it to slide around. If you don't, it will stick as soon as it touches the dry surface, and you'll be done. So here is my cup. It's wet. As long as my hands are wet, my surface is wet, I can move it around and maneuver it however I'd like. And I'm just going to get it here like this. I personally like using my fingers, but I did get one of these handy dandy tools from the Dollar Tree that will help you to get any excess water out. And you can just smooth it around. Your image will start to dry, and then you won't be able to move it. So if you want to do any changes, you want to do it before it starts to dry. Now this cup is just something for me. I would normally have a separate towel here and just dab it so any excess water can come off. Now for my cups, I know some people cure their cups in ovens and things like that. I have never cured my cup in the oven. I'm not telling you not to do it. Obviously, again, this is plastic. You don't want to put plastic in the oven. But what I've done for my particular water slide is to hit it with a hair dryer. So I have an old hair dryer that I would just kind of run it on high heat and let it go. Now for me, I'm not going to show you that process because I don't have a particular time that I would hold it for. When I was using the hairdryer method on glass, I can tell you the glass got really hot. and you can actually see around the glass when it sets. With the water slide, one of the things that people tend not to like about it is that there is an edge that you can see. You can see kind of like a plastic rim, as opposed to if you did something like sublimation, where it's the ink just seeps right into the material. Water slide doesn't do that. It sits on the surface. Some people like to use it for tumblers where they're going to seal it with epoxy. But I just wanted to show you that you can also use this method for plastic. So again, water slide soaked. As I'm talking, I'm just going to apply it, and I did not put water on my cup this time, but as you can see, the water slide was wet enough that it is still moving around. This image was trimmed in a square, and this is clear water slide, so you can see through the backing. If you used white water slide, it would be a little different. I can still pick it up and maneuver it around because it is wet. So I just want to get any bubbles, and actually it looks like some ink is coming off of this one. Nothing significant in my opinion. Again, these are cups that are just for me. Dollar Tree cups that I took the ink off because I was just curious to see how the ink would come off, and if anybody wants to see the cups, you can see it was a little struggle in some of these areas, and if I really cared about this cup, I probably would have covered that up, but I don't care. Something just for me. Sip, carry, and go. You can see where the previous ink was on this side, and I use alcohol to remove the ink from these. Some people have tried acetone. I did buy acetone, and that's something that I will try later. But this is just a couple of cups that I am making for tonight, and that is how easy water slide is. I didn't even apply the flip method this time. This was just taking it off, lifting it off, and applying it to the cup. It can be that simple and easy to do. I hope this helps somebody. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.